So I'm sure people know that there is a cheat code in San Andreas that allows it possible to drive by with a weapon in any direction. However, you can only use SMGs as your weapon of choice. You can't use other guns. However, I discovered a little trick that allows it possible to drive by with other weapons, and we'll go over how to do that, as well as kind of going over every weapon that I've got this glitch to work with. The first thing you want to do is you want to obviously make sure the drive-by cheat code is enabled. Now, you're going to have to waste all of your SMG ammo first, so if you have a weapon set cheat code, you could just simply spam all your SMG ammo until it's gone. Now, make sure you're outside the car, select the weapon that you want to use to drive by with, and then you want to get back inside the car. When you're back in the car, activate a weapon set cheat code that gives you SMG ammo back, and CJ should start using the weapon that you selected for him to drive by. In this case, I'm using the pistol. In addition to that, I would highly advise you activate the infinite ammo cheat code as well, so you could shoot freely without having to reload, because this also works with shotguns, but they shoot significantly slower because you have to reload them so much. Okay, so now I'm going to review every gun that I have done this glitch with, and I just want to point out right away, I couldn't get this to work with the rocket launcher or minigun. So we're just going to do pistols, shotguns, SMGs, assault rifles, and rifles. So first weapon we've got here is the pistol. It's nothing significant, it shoots normal. It's weak, but it's fine. It's just enough to get the job done, I guess. Okay, so the Desert Eagle right here, it's actually quite powerful, and the funny thing is, every single weapon has the exact same rate of fire speed, so the Desert Eagle shoots way more faster than it normally does in gameplay. This is one of those guns that I highly advise you have the infinite ammo cheat code, since you're going to be burning through clips really fast. This weapon is quite fun to use. It blows up cars really quickly. It also takes down targets really easily. This weapon alone is already pretty powerful, and you just made it even more overpowered right here. It's a pretty fun weapon. Okay, so now we got the silenced pistol here. This weapon is okay, I guess. I had a hard time killing people or shooting cars. It's not really a weapon you would want to drive by with, but it's something to mess around with. Okay, now we've got shotguns, and again, I highly advise you have infinite ammo cheat enabled so you can shoot these weapons like crazy. The shotgun right here is pretty powerful. I just like how this weapon turns into a freaking machine gun. You don't even have to pump it back. That's how overpowered that infinite ammo is. And this weapon kills cars. It's a car killer. Same goes for the sawn-off shotgun, although it's pretty much the exact same result. I think it has a bit more of a wider spread to it, but other than that, this weapon is quite crazy. It also blows up cars relatively fast. It's the same exact deal. I believe the range is maybe a little better, but not too much. I'm not entirely sure, but this weapon is probably the only weapon that you could shoot a little decent of without having to reload so much. Other than that, this thing also kills cars really quickly as well. Now moving on to assault rifles. There's only two here, but one thing that I kind of don't like is there's this zoom that you have with the camera. Since by default, the camera zooms in when you aim down sights. I guess it does that stupid zoom thing in here as well. These weapons I don't like using the drive-by with, because honestly, it only just makes the guns shoot slower than intended. But either way, they're kind of okay. The AK-47 right here it's alright. It's a little hard to aim because you gotta be way more precise with your accuracy. That's probably also because I have this gun maxed out on Hitman level. They have the M4 here. It's the same exact deal, but it's even more harder to shoot because it's also way more accurate, which is a somewhat bad thing because you have to be even more precise with your aiming. It does okay, it's just hard to see, and there's no way you can up the sensitivity with the camera, so you have to turn kind of slowly to get this to work. Alright, now we have rifles. Now we have the standard bolt-action rifle, and that zoom problem I was talking about is actually a lot more worse here. It's actually way more harder to see, and without infinite ammo, this thing shoots quite slowly. One thing's for certain, this weapon is quite powerful. It surprisingly can do a lot of damage against cars, and once it's a machine gun, and it's quite fun to use, aside from the fact you gotta worry about this incredibly low FOV you have to deal with here. This is the last weapon that I can get the glitch to work with, in the sniper rifle. And surprisingly, the sniper rifle is probably the most overpowered weapon in this list because it is incredibly powerful against cars. There's no crosshair, but you don't need a crosshair because this weapon, I'm pretty sure, has almost no recoil at all. So as long as you have your targets in the center of the screen, you'll always hit them no matter what. And as you see, this weapon is blowing up cars really, really fast. This thing is like 4-shotting cars in seconds or something. It is ridiculous. It's probably the most fun weapon to use because you could take down cars or targets from really far away. As you know, this weapon just one-shots every NPC on the street, and I was not expecting this weapon to straight up blow up cars in such a fast time. It's probably one of my favorite weapons to use in this whole little glitch I discovered. But like I said, this is the last weapon that I got the bug to work. I couldn't get this glitch to work with the minigun or the RPGs or anything like that, so that's all I have. I am using the PS2 Classic version, so I don't know if this little trick works in the definitive version or on PC. This was just something I discovered myself, and I wanted to kind of share with y'all. So that's the end of this video. Hope you have a good day.